All right, guys, here we are for the EVO CC Race Series Advanced 690 to 1000 category. Today, Hell of the North. First time riding this course, so it's a race/recon day. Those are always fun. Chose the aero setup as the majority of this race is flat and fast. And then at the end, there's a climb. So we want to conserve what we can throughout the majority of the ride. And then at the end, a little bop, bop, bop up the hill. I believe this course is only about 19K long. So it's short, under 20K, short, flat, fast, burst of riding at the end, up a hill. Let's see how we do. And away we go. Okay. And Profeta is off quick. And then waiting up for us. Uh-oh. Let's get the, there it is. Get the heart rate going again. Want this ride to count. Need heart rate for that. Okay, we're gonna immediately turn right and ride through all the squigglies. That roller coaster. Very dizzying. Okay. See how this starts to go here. So far, very civilized start. Just a gradual rise here as we work our way into the coaster. Looks like all three of us pretty content to chill. Really no work being done yet. All right, here we go. Gonna get into the wacky wavy part of this course. Twists and turns and dives. Sure to cause you motion sickness. But we can just float along. Okay. Guess Profeta wasn't serious about that move. Well, not much to speak of here. Pasquini trying the downhill escape. Very weird place to put in the watts in the gradual downhill. We'll be right back on them soon enough. Little flick of the pedals here. Carry that speed. Flick the pedals again just to take this wheel. It's all about just carrying speed through the terrain. Not doing more than we need to. Getting carried along. And these guys keep carrying over the top of one another. And carrying over the top is fine if you plan on spending the watts to stay off the front. Otherwise, you just did more work than was necessary to get to the group, to get back to the group. So, in Zwift, 40, 41, 42 kilometers an hour does not require a ton of effort in a group. It's just rolling along. Little riser here, up over it, and we'll rise again. Just floating. And this is why we chose the arrow setup. I mean, there's not much going on here, but even if there were, it's flat. So we just want just carry speed and these undulating little tiny ups and downs. Again, it's not until the end that there's an actual climb that we need to be ready for. There's little elevation here or there. Gonna gain us 2, 3, 4 meters at a time as we just roll along. But this is great for a course preview. If you haven't done this course yet, we've made our way out of those squiggly roller coaster track, and we're headed to a cobbled section that's gonna loop us around, spit us back out. I have not seen a massive difference in rolling speed or drafting across the cobbles. If there is any, it's marginal, negligible. Speed is slightly higher on the asphalt, for sure, but if you're just holding the wheel through the cobbles, it feels like holding the wheel. Now, yesterday, did 3 Musketeers with a group of over 200 masters. And that was fast. The majority of that race was spent above 45 kilometers an hour. And as is this, for the most part, a pedaler's course, 3 Musketeers is absolutely a pedaling course. There's no real uphills, no real downhills. There are efforts over risers, and there's slight relief on the down, but it rarely gets over 3% or 4%. So neither the up or down are really that great. You're not able to get people off your wheels when it's less than 3%, and you're not able to coast down a hill very well when it's less than 3%. Okay. Profeta wants a little dig. We'll just work to shut it down. think he's committed to this. Maybe not. Let's carry the speed. A little relief here. A little down. Push to the line. And then downhill again. Stay with them. Okay. There we go. Float along. I mean, we've been racing for 10 minutes. Everybody has legs right now, even if we're tired. All right, 7K in, less than 13 to go. Over a third of the way done here. We'll see if Raffetta wants to keep doing that. Maybe Pasquini will put in a bid. Who knows? But we're just doing that course recon. Okay, we're out of that new section of roads. Back onto the regular section of roads. Working our way back towards town. Back towards the start finish and the start pens that we started at. Towards that direction. A little push over this 4%, but not much, as the others are not doing much. Over 8K done, working our way down to 11K to go. Just breathing, moving. All right, they want to see us do a little bit of something. tapping the pedals. Going past the start pens that are used for Three Musketeers. We can work a little, right? Back up there. Glide. Okay. That got the heart up. Little heart rate elevation. 10K in, 9K to go, 9.5. Okay. Here's the one thing about smaller groups. There's a lot of hurry up and wait. A few moments of intensity, followed by a lot of this, which is sort of chilling. Okay, we're going into the second cobbled sector today, part of the new roads. Less than 9K to go, about a little over half K from now, we're gonna be up over those windmills and through the start-finish banner there. There is a rise of about 2% around this corner. So effort required, but it's not really a make or break point as long as everybody behaves. And here it comes. Flattens out again. Got about 200 meters to the line. Carry speed. And down the hill. A little relief. Over the top. Okay. We're good here. Another banner coming up. Tons of power-ups on these courses. This new stretch of road brings a lot of power-ups. I should say these new stretches of road. Okay. Less than 7K to go. We will use our arrow power up since we're getting a freebie here. There we go. Oh, just free float and no wattage. There we go. It's a nice break. All right. Working our way back out of the new road onto familiar roads and then climbing our way to the finish. Got a few K to go before that climb. So far, relatively pleasant. It's all going to change soon. Just carrying the speed. Okay. Making our way through a bunch of undulations. Huh. Congrats on the podium, guys. Indeed. Guaranteed. That is one way to look at it, exclamation point. Got to contribute, right? That's how I see it. Nobody has to know. I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. Man, that's the attitude, right? We're here for fitness and fun, a good sweat, some really hard pedal strokes in areas where we need to challenge ourselves and each other. That's where it's at. A few rides ago, somebody was getting upset about how the group was moving, or not moving for that matter. And he told me I should change. He singled me out and told me I should change my name from rough draft cycling to lazy fat cycling. And it's got a ring to it, but you know, I already made t-shirts and hats and a few mugs, some pencils, a few erasers, some stickers. So I'm stuck with my brand. But I'll keep it in mind for future pursuits. Hopefully he doesn't own the IP or the website domain for lazy fat cycling. Maybe in the future that's the alter ego channel. I ride in disguise. No one will ever know it's me. Okay, a little downhill, pitch up through the sprint banner. So we need to pedal a little here. People do like to go right here. I need to reset my buttons on my Zwift ride. The Zwift Play handlebars are already acting up. You may remember this is a brand new set from like 2 weeks ago. And the Y button registers, but only if you then press the B button. So I'm doing some contra style up, up, down, down, left, right action to use my drafting and using my arrow. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Ooh, he's not wrong. Anyways, I'm pushing a lot of buttons to make it all work. So I got the draft. There are sections on the uphill that can come in handy, either in the lower slopes or some of the relief areas of slope in the middle of this climb. So if we don't need to use it at the bottom, we'll save it potentially for the middle of the climb to draft the sort of less gradient slopes, the lower gradient slopes that we enter into around some of those switchbacks. Okay, 3K to go. That means it is time to buckle up, buckle down. See what we can do. I mean, these guys are strong. They both showed good strength in terms of power and sprint speed. I wonder how their sustained power is over a climb. But you know what? We're gonna find out real soon. Not gonna have to wonder about it. Nobody ready to jump yet. Whew. Use the draft. Uh-oh. At the front. No phone calls, please. Little relief. Okay. Back up again. There he goes. Let's draft. Uh-oh. Just keep it going. Stay focused. Oh yeah. Oh man. To the top. Okay. Oh God. Oh, come on. Still, oh, might be one of our better climbs up that hill. All right, task completed. It's great. Oh, that did not feel good. Those guys were strong. And we got what we deserved. The most pitiful spot on a podium. Third place out of 3. And off the back, well off the back. It's all right. That's what we need. We need more whippings. We need, like Ray Allen said, to get pissed off for greatness. We were not pissed off enough. We got to the first real incline, and those guys pushed 7-8 watts a kilo, and I didn't respond. And I tried to behave, and I got within 2 seconds of them with about a third of a kilometer to go, and then there just wasn't anything there. So I buckled down, limped across the line, did what I could. So we'll do what we do every day. Take the positives from this ride. We completed our second of, I believe, 5 courses in the France Challenge of new roads. We shut down attacks from some pretty strong guys. We tried to ride up the hill with them. We did not do it. So most everything was great until about 2K, 1.5K to go. And going uphill, 1.5K is an eternity. So back to the drawing board. We'll get up again tomorrow, continue to race our way to fitness, because we're basically racing every single day. Each day is a training day with a race built into it. I think, as I've spoken about in other videos, if I were really training for something right now, if I were really trying to prepare for an event, for a race, I would not do what I'm doing right now, which is just wake up, decide when I have the time in my day, in my schedule, to find a ride on Zwift, and then click into that time schedule no matter what it is. This ride just happened to be there today. We hadn't done the course yet. There are only 2 other athletes. It's not super exciting with only 2 athletes, especially when they just beat you up at the end. Oh man. Felt like somebody's little brother. Mom said I could come too. And I just rode around. Where are we going, Thunder? At any rate, I wouldn't ride like that. I would actually set aside time for training, for recovery, for base building, threshold, go through all of it. But today, as has been yesterday and will be tomorrow, just pick a race and get stimulated and have fun racing. Essentially racing tired all the time, which is great. I'm not really interested in what I can do when I feel good. Much more interested in what I can do when I don't feel good. And that's not an excuse, it's just a reality. I don't think anyone's gonna get in the comments and say, oh, you should be racing every day. That's smart. I really enjoy it though. Even in my old days as a rower training for the Olympics, I understood the value of different training modalities and the purpose of heart rate based training, lactate, threshold. I understood all of it, but I was a racer. I wanted to race. So any simulation, any stimulation that I got that gave practice a competitive feel, oh, I lived for it. Lived for it. That was what it was all about. In the same way cycling's getting your wheel ahead, rowing's about getting your bow ahead. Got to get that bow ball just ahead of the other guy. So, guys, thanks so much for being here. If you hadn't seen the course before, really hope you enjoyed it. France is becoming more dynamic with the addition of these roads. Most of these courses are pedalers courses, where it's really undulating, flat, and fast. Even through those cobbled sections, it barely crest 3% at any place in the interior there. So it's basically flat and fast are all these different loops. That one that we just did though, the Hell of the North, I mean, it was great until the hell at the end, the last 3K. Aero setup, definitely the right choice for this course. Because even climbing the last hill, there's good speed that's being carried there. There are a few oppressive moments in terms of how steep the gradient gets, but those are fleeting. They don't last long. So I definitely recommend an aero rig for the Hell of the North. Okay, I don't want to bore you anymore or drag you along any longer. As I always say, if you are still here, that is amazing. Thank you for all the support. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, share this with your friends. Let me know what you think of my riding style. Let me know any of your thoughts. Got no ego in this. I'm just looking for fun and fitness and community on Zwift. And we found some of that today when our fellow competitor mentioned, hey, we're all guaranteed the podium. And it was a great chuckle before he and the other rider rode away from me to battle out for first and second and to leave me firmly in that bronze medal position. All right, guys, I'm gonna warm down. So for now, that's all from me.